The CS market is once again having a massive correction, and it's actually really good to see. When prices were going up 10% a day, people were telling me this wasn't going to happen again, but of course I prepared for the worst case scenario. Today I want to cover some gloves and some other items that have tanked in price, what levels you should be looking to buy at, and the other stuff that is held up well, because surprisingly, certain things in the market are still blowing up. So let's start by looking at gloves. Superconductors, for example, when the crash ended, and I should zoom this chart out a little bit, these things got up to $8,200 for field tested gloves. That's insane. Now, before the hype, they were at like $2,800, and after the hype ended, they still, well, I shouldn't say after the hype ended, they retraced all the way back down to $3,800 in literally one day. This is how quick these moves could happen. Went up to 8,200, and within a couple of days, they're already back at 3,800. They bounced at this price twice. Of course, had a massive rebound all the way back to $5,000, and you could see this with crimson kimonos and other gloves in the glove case as well. And now they're starting to tank again, down about what, like 5% today, and they've got plenty of room to fall before they get to pre-hype levels. Now, of course, pre-hype levels are the spots where you want to buy these gloves. I've covered it in other videos, and I've kind of said it shouldn't really happen because there's a lot of reasons for it not to happen, and I'll cover that in a sec. But you can see there's a lot of open air, but you could still get back down to $3,000, and that's kind of the price where you would think demand levels should be at for these gloves, but it is slightly different. If you want to buy skins or cash out your skins instantly at a great price, check out skin.land, where you could also get a free $10 bonus on your first sale. Skin.land is a site I use to insta sell skins myself. They offer incredible prices, and the process is very easy. Just make sure to click that link at the top of the description for your $10 bonus, or enter code CHF on the site, then go to your profile and enter your trade URL, and you're all ready to sell and buy. Then select the skins you want to cash out instantly. Just click the skins you want to sell, select your payment method, either crypto or various bank transfer methods if you're in Europe, then just confirm the trade the bot sends you on Steam instantly, and you're done. The entire process only takes around 5 minutes max, and receiving the money typically doesn't take more than 20 minutes for crypto. For bank transfers, it might take a few business days though. You can also buy skins for 30% cheaper than the Steam market value on Skinland as well. They have a ton of deposit methods, so whether you're looking to buy or sell, check them out with that link at the top of the description and get your $10 bonus today. So here's part of the reason why I think certain things might not come all the way back down to pre-hype levels. We got the glove case here, $17.32 for this thing, and it rebounded massively as well from the bottoms it reached. This thing got up to $25. I think it got all the way up to $30 at one point. It doesn't show up on the chart anymore because it was such a quick move, but I believe it did. So we'll just say 25, 30 bucks this thing blew up to. It was only at $8 before. This was only 6 months ago, guys. This was not too crazy. It was at like $8, $9 6 months ago. Now it is at double that. Easily. So can the glove case come back down quite a bit in price still? Sure. It does look like it's consolidating it a lot higher. Can it come back down to like 14? Yeah, easily. But still, that's a lot higher than the $8 it was 6 months ago, which is still great for gloves. I mean, people are still willing to unbox the case. Obviously a little bit less if this price continues to come down, but we'll see where it bottoms out at. But the thing is, even if this thing does come back down to like $14 or even like 10 or 11, I don't think it's going to come back down to like 10 or 11, but I mean, it could. Even if it does, it's still more expensive than it was previously. Because of that, I think gloves at this $3,000 price level are definitely a buy. Even though it seems super expensive, there's so much demand from, I mean, people were paying $8K for these a few days ago. It's just absolutely insane. So I think they could run up massively in price, but safe level to buy at for stuff like this is like $3,000, and it's gonna take us some time. I told you guys last time around, I don't know if this was in the glove case charts, you can't really see it too much here. With the initial CS2 hype, I guess it kind of was. We had this massive blow up. It was a lot slower, where they like grinded up to this price, blew up over a short period of time when we finally got the CS2 news, dropped back down over 7 months time, and then consolidated again, and then blew up. So this could be a slow bleed out down to these pre-hype levels. It doesn't all have to happen in a week. We might not see negative 5% days for a long time. It might be some plus 2% days, minus 2%, and then just slowly over the course of a few months, just there's more demand to sell. I think that's very possible. I would honestly say it's likely based on what we've seen in the market in the past. Now, that's part of the reason why I bought something that isn't really affected by stuff like that. Of course, I've still got my Dragon Lore. You can see it's only down 0.1% in the past day. It's up 7% on the week. These high tier skins, as I tell you guys, people don't care if they're fluctuating hundreds of dollars. People don't sell these things even if you offer them a really good price because they just like holding them long term. I told you guys I was trying to get a Howl a few videos ago, and I reached out to two people, Zipple and Hobshy. Zipple has like 4 Howls, and he wouldn't sell me any of his for a pretty good price that I offered. Even when I came up like 150 bucks on it, still wouldn't sell it. Reached out to another guy named Hobshy. I was ready to pay the full market price for it, and he flat out told me he didn't want to sell it. So because of that, I ended up buying an M4 Howl and field tested off of Skinland, and I'll show you guys here. I still haven't withdrawn it yet because it is on trade lock, which just shows how little these things get sold. This was the only good price I could get, $47.76, which you'll note is technically cheaper than buff price. So I got it for a half decent price. You can see past 24 hours, it hasn't been affected by the crash at all. Past 7 days, it's pretty much break even too. Past 30 days, it's minus 12%, which isn't great, but obviously I didn't want to buy the exact top on this thing, and that's one of the few things that I'm comfortable buying in this market when everything's going to crash down to pre-hype levels, hopefully. Then, if that happens over the next like 6 months or the next few weeks, whatever it may be, then I'm going to be prepared to buy. I have excess cash, I guess, and we'll see how low things get. I wouldn't say most likely scenario, but ideal scenario, because we see a lot of charts like this right now, is that we double bottom. Double bottoms are one of the favorite things I like to buy in the real markets. And in the CS markets, they happen as well. So we saw the massive hype up in these Karambit Dopplers, for example. Sold mine at 3,600, which was very near the top. Bounced at 2,400, massive buying pressure. Then dropped back down as people still took their profits to about 2,300. And now it's been up again, but down about like 3-4% today. So ideal situation. And these charts look a lot less scary, right? I guess kind of a lot more scary if you zoom out, which is why you should wait to buy it. But ideal situation, we reach just like 2,300 level again. $2,000 would be absolutely ideal, and then buy in there. If they reach even less than $2,000, that'd be absolutely incredible. Once again, I don't really expect that to happen because of how expensive cases are getting, but you need to realize, let's see, they were at $2,000. Oh my God, this was 3 months ago. Three months ago, they were at $2,000. So anybody that's bought one in the past 3 months has made massive profit, and anybody that's held one super long term has made massive profit as well. Very worst case scenario, they get back down to 1,500. I don't think that's going to happen. Honest to God, I'd buy 10 of these if they got back to 1,500 because that's such a good long-term price to invest into them. But I don't think that's going to happen. Once again, we still have so much time to see what's going to go on in the market now. We could very easily see stuff like drop 20% again and then get massively bought up again just for the same thing to happen. And once again, like I was talking about earlier, just a slow bleed out over time. With the M4 Blue Phosphor as well, I like covering this in every video now, I guess, for whatever reason. But I said buy it below 600. It's at like 750 now. It's just a very easy flip. Can it come all the way back down to this 550 level? Yes, I very much think so. This is one of the many skins that I hold for a super long period of time because, I mean, you could see in just 2021 and 2022, it was well below $200. So it's completely fine to hold long term, but you're hoping to get in at the sub 600 level. You don't want to be buying at the 750 level. You honestly, it's not a bad spot to sell, to be honest with you. If I was trying to flip skins for a quick buck, I'd be selling here, but I'm just holding it for long term. I don't really care that much about it. I just like using it as a skin, so not a bad spot to sell. Obviously, there's massive hype in the market right now. We're going to see very quick moves. At this point, I would bet on this thing coming back down to like 600 bucks before I would it getting to 1,000. So just keep that in mind. Take your profits and be safe. But I do think that is going to wrap it up for this one. Just be safe in the market. Look for dips. Be patient, and you can get some very good entries. Of course, check out the sponsor to quick sell your skins and actually be in cash and ready for the move. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.